On third down, here's Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're brought out by a man now in his 15th NFL season, one of the most productive passers in league history, and a former Super Bowl champion, Matthew Stafford.
And Matthew Stafford was taken first overall in the 2009 draft, and he certainly played like a top pick. Throughout his career, he's been one of the most prolific passers in the league, and there's no reason to believe he's going to slow down his production anytime soon. Not only that, he's also one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league as well.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. And he fends him off. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Well, first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. Stafford looks to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 28 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Gibson. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Patriots at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. St. Brown making the catch on the out route.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Now it's Richardson.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're leading right now, and on the heels of that victory last week against Arizona. 1st and 10 as they start this drive. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Stafford.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Jamario Davis. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This is 2nd and 8. Now Richardson.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to avoid some contact to keep the play moving.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down and just a couple.
8 yards on the pickup.
Richardson working from the gun. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Richardson.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Richardson out of the shotgun.
He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, their goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stafford.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Here's Stafford. Now a short one to Gesicki. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Spears is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one into the hands of Thielen. Down to the 10.
All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we head all the way out west to see what's happening with the LA Chargers. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. Michael Pittman, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. We saw a solid first half out of the man from Tulane, Tajay Spears. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The Spears with another carry.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Patriots.
Back to throw, Stafford. This is caught by Addison. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Stafford here. Campbell making the catch. And down inside the 15 he goes. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Addison hauls it in. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Throwing again is Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Achane here, they stay on the ground.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Up the middle, Achane. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd down, here's Richardson. This is Akins hauling in the short pass. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Play of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
4th down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. That is caught.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Here's Richardson to throw.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
And now here come the Cowboys.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Now Spears to begin the drive.
Able to fight through one tackle.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
23 yards on the play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
A little joke. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Right back to Spears.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Here's Spears on 2nd down.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Just looking out from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play, They just didn't complete it.
Badgley's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So the Patriots now down by 10. A minute 45 to play. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Richardson.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now Richardson. He's got Claypool.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Richardson. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Richardson to throw it.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10. Richardson.
And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Richardson looking to throw it. Throw caught by Achane.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Here's 1st and 10.
And a Patriot 1st down.
Here's Richardson.
And he's got it. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
And he takes it all away, but there is laundry on the field. A flag is down, and I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Cowboys, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for New England, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.